Also, one thing I would really like to know is where the energy right now is going. Because nothing is running. These guys are sitting idle. This is generating power. This is full. So... okay, so it generates power until like it will start burning it and it will stop burning it when it doesn't require it, which sucks. Which is really not what I really wanted this to happen. So I guess I will not use coal coke in there and I will just use a normal coal. So I guess the tiny coal will be the best for this case. Yeah. But yeah, we guys got ourselves 1, 2, 3 first steels and some extra slag. The slag can be well used for blast breaks, but also it can be used in thermocentrifuge to get some gold back. Well, get some gold. So cool, and we are getting the steel. So now what I need is total of 9 times 4, if I'm not mistaken. Tool forge. Yeah. So we need 9 times 4, which is 36 steel ingots. That's going to take a while. Especially when I don't think I have enough of iron for that. This is the last iron. Oh, I have blocks. Can I actually put a block of iron in there? It's a good question. And why not to test it? Doesn't look like it's listed in there, but I'm just going to test it by putting it here. No, I can't. Ah, that sucks. Right. So, yeah, I need 36, so that's a lot. Okay, so since this is going to take some time and I was thinking about like having the steel and going to do some mining, but that's not going to happen. So I think we can start thinking about the next age, which is the calculation age. So the very first thing in the calculation age is the power. So calculation age is requiring RF. So we have 3 options. Not all of them are not great. So we have a survivalist generator from extra utilities, which generates a 5 RF per tick, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So it generates a really small amount, but we just put stuff in and that's done. Or we can go with the clockwork engine from forestry, which you need to right click it and it will then generate power. Problem with this, it requires more gold. And I just have 10 gold and I really don't want to waste the gold right now. So that's that. And lastly, we have hand cranked generator from calculator, which produces 18 RF per tick as long as I will keep cranking it. So this one is the cheapest and I'm actually going with this one. So I will need the crank generator, which requires steel mechanical component. So it's 4 steel and a copper. So I should have some copper here. I should have a steel made. So let's get 4 pieces of steel. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This in the middle. Steel mechanical component. I was hoping for an achievement, but okay. Maybe later. And I want just 1 because I can't re-crank 2 at once. Maybe in the future we'll be able to like simulate right-clicking with, for example, mechanical user and stuff. But well, the mechanical user requires the empowerer, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. So let's get this guy. And also we need the handle, which is like this. And this guy will produce some energy for us. So I'm going to place him here with the shift right click the crank, and there you go. Downside another is that the crank can break. I don't know if it breaks after a certain time or if it has a limited number of uses. It's just hard to see. I haven't really looked at the reason of this breaking, because it doesn't break because of it's full of energy, but yeah. And the second thing we will need is called a power cube to store power. So power cube. So this one, it's fairly simple to make. We just need a block of redstone and compressed coal bowl, which is coal bowl, which is coal with flint in a compressor. So that shouldn't be an issue. Alright, so coal ball into the compressor yields a compressed coal ball, which you can make into coal chunk, which you can then put into the compressor to get a diamond. So this is a way how to get the diamond, but well, it's not like a cheap way of doing that. So now that I have these, I can put it together and make myself a power cube. So power cube is a thing that you will look at once and you will never want to see it again. Why? Well, this guy doesn't output power. So you can't plug it into any cables or stuff. So this will just store energy in itself and that's done. So why we actually needed this? Well, to make the better one. But this requires copper crafting steps, which I'm not going to show you, I'm going to walk you through it. So first thing we need is a calculator. So we want this guy. So this calculator requires cobblestone, not a problem. Calculator screen, which is a cobblestone with redstone. So let's actually get redstone, let's actually get cobblestone. Alright, so redstone and surrounded with cobblestone is a calculator screen. There we go. Then we need calculator assembly, which requires a mechanical component and some buttons. Do we need smooth stone? No, but we need smooth stone for the buttons. So let's get the smooth stone and let's get the steel. I have copper on me. I don't know, is it the last copper or do I have some copper still here somewhere? No, it's the last copper. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I have some copper over here. Underneath my door. Just waiting there for it for being used or something like that. So let's get the fourth stone so I can make myself a buttons, because you know the calculator, it requires buttons. Like, what calculator doesn't require buttons? Maybe that one on your smartphones, but hey, you know, when I was going to school we didn't have smartphones, so we had literally just these calculators. So yep. So here is the calculator assembly, and I will need 2 more buttons. Oh, okay. Forgot. It's a lot of buttons in a calculator. You wouldn't believe it. Scientific calculator in Minecraft. Do not use to make homework. Lol. What's this? It's not that expensive. What is it used for? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I want to know. Maybe we'll reach that point at some point and we'll be like, holy shit, this is the best item ever. I should have made it in episode 5 or something like that. So let's put these guys together. And we have a calculator. Achievement get, calculation age. Here's another second trophy. Yay! So with this, I'm going to shove it here and charge it up. I don't know how much RF it can hold. So let me just crank the crank for some time. There we go, it broke, so it can hold 1000 RF, alright. So now this guy can be used to craft. There you go. So calculator is able to craft. So what do I need? I want to make a better version of the calculator, which is the scientific. So the scientific one requires a couple things. The calculator screen, not a problem to get, we can get it right away again. We need a calculator assembly, which is more steel, so I'm not going to bother with that just yet. I'm actually going to just smelt 16 pieces of cobblestone into stone, just in the time being. And we need enriched gold ingot. So to get enriched gold ingot, you need obviously gold. Boop. I'm just going to take one. You need redstone and you need your calculator. So with the calculator you put gold in, redstone in, and you will get 4 enriched gold, which you can then put, I think, in a furnace, and it will be smelted into enriched gold. So I don't know if it is possible to automate crafting in the calculator with this. Probably with the atomic calculator, because it looks like a block version. So possibly, I don't know, but I would assume so. And the other thing we will need is reinforced stone, which is a cobblestone plus wood. You can use logs or planks. If you will use planks, you will get 1. If you will use logs, you will get 4. So definitely use, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because cobblestone is nothing really expensive. So yeah. So let's prepare the stuffs. Let's dig up my copper reserves over here. Yeah, hidden copper reserves. Definitely. Let's close the door again. And let's macerate it to get more copper. So yeah, the calculator, it's a nifty mod. I never played with it. I saw it in 1.7 in some mod packs, but it was buggy and it kind of put me off, and it kind of made me, I don't want to use that mod ever, because when you opened the calculator it just crashed you. I know, it's a weird, like, yeah, it's a crash-holic thing to happen. And since this is the only way to work with the calculator mod, then kinda it put me off and I never looked at it again. But yeah, just something to like let you know about the past of me and the calculator. I think it was in 1.7, maybe in 1.6. I don't know. I really do not remember. But I remember that it was just total crashaholic. So I need the copper, which means I need 2 because it requires 2 calculator assemblies. And I will need for 8 steel, which I don't think I have. 3, 5, 7. I need 1 more. Yeah. And I know I put exactly a number of steel in here for making the tool forge, but honestly, I mean, I can go mine for some iron just easily, so like iron is not a problem. We'll get a loads of iron over time, so I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried and not too fussed. But definitely these guys are slow. And as far as I'm aware, there is no way of speeding these guys up. because they are working on the heat, and that's pretty much all. You can't put any like upgrades in it, which will make stuff. It's not happening, so yeah. Alright, so here is the... Actually, I need to make those first, so 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Steel mechanical components, buttons, cobblestone, calculator assembly. Anything else? And the enriched gold ingots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, and a screen is a scientific calculator. Again, we need to power it up, so let's shove it into the power cube. There we go. And with this guy, we can divide. So this, we added, we have a plus sign, and this guy can divide. So you could say, oh, can you divide by diamond? Well, not really. This is all the recipes there are. So there is no dividing by diamond, so no extra utilities thing over here. But something almost like that. So you have a diamond and dividing by reinforced iron to get weakened diamond, which is interesting. But what I am after is 8 pieces of iron. So now with the scientific calculator, 8 iron divided by 8 redstone is 8 redstone ingots. There we go. So advanced power cube, and we just need to put in the normal power cube, which I can just break and I can put together. So the advanced one allows you to transfer power from it to other machines or pipes or whatever you want to use it for. And on top of that, of course, you can still charge your calculators in it. And to set up the site, I think it's shift right click, yeah. So you can set this or that, basically. Don't ask me what is what, but that's how it works. And with that, guys, we can... Let's see. We can smelt with RF power, and we can get reinforced iron from Tech Reborn, which is going to be handy. Definitely. So reinforced furnace, which is another thing from the calculator. It requires a power cube and a couple of reinforced stones, so I need more coal, which I don't really think I have any more coal. So guys, I'm actually really going to do some mining, because as I said, I do not have any coal to pretty much continue. So I need to mine some coal, and with that I want also to mine a bit more iron and stuff. And I guess it's going to be the best for me to kind of call it a quits, because as I know myself, I will be mining for about an hour and it's getting late. So sorry for a little bit like a short episode with the calculator now, but hey, we are now making progress. We are making steel pretty much as long as I will have some iron and some coal or coal coke in here, I can get that done. We are now generating RF power, which we can use to power our very powerful calculators. And next time I will make myself a reinforced furnace, then we will be able to make a atomic reconstructor from actual additions, which we can use to get stuff like Eniori crystals and other things. I can actually show you actual additions. These guys, the Enori, whatever, Restonia, Palis, Diamantine, or Diamantine, sorry, void crystals and stuff, which will help us to get more and more, like, stuffs to be made. This is something I really like about this mod. About this mod pack. Like, you use one mod to get stuffs for another mod. And then, so it's like a... I think you can see it a little bit as a Infinity Evolved, I think. Maybe it was inspired by that. Like, you need to go and do other mods, so you can progress with different mods, which is something like, yeah, there is a place for every single mod in here, which is just awesome. For example, the Void Crystal we can use to make solar panels from Solar Flux Reborn, which is something that we will definitely do, because like hand cranking, it's annoying. I know this generates only 1 RF per tick, but honestly, generating 1 RF per tick without me doing anything is much better than generating 18 RF per tick when I need to stand and crank. So that's that. Alright, so as I said, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to do some mining and I will see you all next time. Don't forget to hit like if you like this video and if you like this series. Don't forget also to subscribe to be notified of more videos, especially Minecraft videos on my channel. And I will see you all next time in the next episode of Age of Engineering. Take care, and if you have, by the way, any tips and suggestions and just stuffs, I really do appreciate them, so leave them down in the comments down below. Take care, bye bye.